Good morning, yarn lovers. Welcome back, or maybe I should say welcome back to me. This is Sherry Ann with Yarning with Mimi. This is episode 20. Can you believe it? It has been a while since I've been on. I know I've been missing in action. I'll explain that in a little bit to a point. But I'm kind of a little disorganized here because I'm in a new setup, and I'll try not to seem too disorganized. Anyways, this is my podcast about knitting, crochet, and my love of yarn. I am coming to you from South Texas, Harlingen, where, let me see, my weather app, okay, right now it is 9:15 in the morning, Sunday morning, and my weather app says it's 82 degrees outside but feels like 92. I went out for a little bit, and I am telling you, it is sweltering hot out there, and you just don't really realize how good your air conditioner works until you're outside and have to come back in. Anyways, like I said, my name is Sherry Ann, also known as Mimi, which is what my grandchildren call me, hence the name Yarning with Mimi. I have had some major life changes over the last 2 months. My last episode was back in March 24th, I think it was. And since then, I have had to move out of my house into an apartment. It's actually a cute little townhome. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And the bedrooms are upstairs, which is a killer for my hips, but good exercise, I guess. So you can imagine moving from a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house with an office that could also be used as a bedroom and 2 monster closets in the hallway, moving into a 2-bedroom apartment. It's a big change, a big difference. I had one whole room in the house dedicated to my yarn and my projects. The 2 closets in the hallway I also took over and had yarn stashed in those closets. My bedroom had my corner. I had a table and cubbies, all with yarn, and my closet. And I took over the office area. The office has beautiful built-in shelves and cupboards and drawers, and I also had yarn and projects there. So I have had to condense all of that into 1 bedroom. My daughter did create a little corner in the living room for me, as you can see here, and down there is my little baskets. But and under our staircase, there's a little storage area, so that's filled with my stuff. And then my bedroom has my bed, and it's wall-to-wall cubbies. But it's really very comfy. So anyways, having explained that, that was a big change for me. I was without internet and Wi-Fi for a little while, about 2 months. And then I finally decided, oh, what the heck, let's bite the bullet and start paying for that. So anyways, we just got our Wi-Fi last weekend, and it's all hooked up, and we'll see if I can get this uploaded, see if I remember how to do that. It's been a while. Okay, so let's move on. This is the part of the episode where I give you an update on Mimi's Kind Knits. Mimi's Kind Knits is my small nonprofit organization that I formed a few years back, and it's just everything that I do, I donate to various organizations. And so my most recent work for that is, excuse me, I did make a twin size Afghan, a corner to corner Afghan using I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, and it turned out really nice, and I donated that to the nursing home that I work for. I donated it to the activities department for the employee experience. They are going to raffle, actually right now it's being raffled off, I guess this is the month, to raise money for our employee Christmas party this year. So we'll see how much monies we can raise with that raffle. We have our activities director at the nursing home. They have what they call a monthly, they do this monthly, it's called the country store. And what it is, they have a little area where they have all kinds of items like shampoos, powders, reading glasses, bags, soaps, snacks. And so what I've done is I've donated some items to the country store. And what happens is the residents throughout the month, they play bingo and chalupa and other activities, and they earn tickets. And so they get to gather up their tickets for the month, and then they get to go to the country store and trade in their tickets for items that they want. So I have donated 6 lap gans to that cause, and boy, did those go fast. They really did like them, so I think I'm going to have to keep doing that. And I donated 9 spa sets, 2 washcloths with a little soap wrapped up in some raffia, and those were a good hit too. So I've done that. And my hats for the school district, I'm still working on those. Every now and then when I'm getting a little tired of working on one project, I'll just pick up a ball of yarn and start making some hats. So in total, since the last time I've podcasted, I have made over 100 hats for the school district. I did have a viewer. I'm not sure if she wants me to mention her name or not, but she donated 8 hats, and boy, were they ever pretty. So we have those 8 hats, the more than 100 that I made. And Seta, if you're watching, not sure if you do catch this episode or not, but Seta with Seta's Place was so kind enough to donate some yarn to me for the hat cause. And out of the yarn, and I did show that on my previous podcast, the yarn that she donated, and out of that yarn, Seta, I was able to make 38 hats. So isn't that awesome? So just so you know, those, of course, school is closed now. Nobody needs hats in 92-degree weather, which will soon be up to the hundreds, I'm sure of it. But in the fall, come the winter holidays, we do get some cool weather every now and then, so the kiddos will need hats then. So I'll have a lot to donate next year or next season when school starts. And I've also made 82 between baby and preemie hats. So I have those upstairs ready to be donated. As a matter of fact, I have been in touch with one of the respiratory therapists that works in the NICU, and we will meet up some time, and I'll give those to her. So that's a lot that I've been doing as far as Mimi's Kind Knits. And now I've been working on some other projects, which is going to take up some of my time. Congratulations to me. I am a new grandmama again. Another little one to call me Mimi. My daughter who lives in Dallas had a baby over the Memorial Day weekend. Little baby girl, 6 pounds, 6 ounces. She is almost twice the size of the first baby. The first baby was a preemie. And that first baby is going to be 3 next month and is quite the whippersnapper. Anyways, so I'm working on some projects for the baby, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So let me see. My finished objects. Let's jump into that. I've done so much, I'll probably forget to show you some or mention them. It's been 2 months, so you know, things get made and get donated and get given away. Let me see. I did finish another scrappy blanket for my other daughter, so of course that's already been given away. And I finished another blanket, corner to corner, that I was making for Cassie. It is made with, it's a twin size, and it's made with Red Heart Ombre. Let me see if you can see that. And it turned out really nice. So she's really happy with that. I have to move my table. I'll be right back because I have to get something. Oops, sorry for that glare. Let me move the table back so it's not so glary. I'm right by the windows and it's very bright outside. Well, let me show you some of the hats that I was making. This is a very simple crochet beanie. I make it with, I love this yarn, Michael's brand name, Craft Smart, I think it's called, Red Heart. I use all kinds of worsted weight yarn, and it's a very simple pattern. You make your magic loop, and then you do 10 double crochets, and then your next round you do 2 double crochets in each stitch. Next round you do 2 double crochet, a single crochet, 2 double crochet, a single crochet, all the way around. The next round you do 2 double crochets and then 2 single double crochets, like 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, double crochet, 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, double crochet, double crochet. And then you do the same thing for the next round, 2 double crochets and then double crochet, double crochet, double crochet for 3 stitches. And then the rest of the rounds you just do double crochet around. You have 50 double crochets, and do 12 rounds of that, and then your last 2 rounds are just single crochet rounds, and finish off your hat. That's a good size hat. I think it'll even fit middle school size children, but I'm donating them mostly for the elementary, but they put them in the school district, they call it a closet, and so the kiddos and the parents, they can go and take whatever they need. I finished another little blanket. This is just a simple granny square blanket. It's a baby blanket for baby Skylar. Oh, I forgot to tell you her name. Her name is Skylar Faith. And so it's just a granny square blanket. But I have this really nice scallop edging on. And the way I do the scallop edging, let me see if you can see that better. Don't mind my nails, I'm peeling nail polish off. But the way I do my scallop edging is the first round, I go all the way around the blanket and do single crochet in every stitch. And then for the next round, for the scallop edge, I do 7 double crochet, skip 2, single crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, and 7 double crochet in the next stitch, skip 2, single crochet. I do that all the way around, and you get that nice edging. I've done about 50 washcloths in the last 2 months. I'm just on a washcloth kick, and I love making them. I love using them. I give them to friends. I donated to the nursing home, but I'm also going to try and start selling some. Baby ponchos. You know, I think on my last video, I think it was the last one, I had come across a YouTube tutorial. It's a baby poncho, and is it ever cute? And I showed 2 that I made. Let me show you some more. So far, I've made 14 of these. 10 of them are complete with the pom-poms, and 4 of them are finished. I just need to add the pom-poms. But I'm telling you, every single one I make turns out to be my favorite. So I can't pick a favorite. They're just all so cute, I think. So here's one. It's orange and white with the pom-poms. I'm not going to show them all to you. There's 14, but I just picked a few that were hanging on my door. Here's a little lilac one. I did the pom-poms a little different. And this one, I think my daughter says she thinks this is her favorite. This is using the Caron cake. I think it's Caron cake. And so these color changes are the way the yarn is dyed. I did not do that. And the pom-poms just turned out like that. Isn't that cute? I love it. So anyways, that poncho is a YouTube tutorial, and it is called Newborn to 3 Months Poncho. That's all it's called. I don't know who does it. I have to go back to the tutorial. I've already got it memorized, but I'd have to go back to the tutorial and get her name, but I don't know what her name is, but that's all it's called, Newborn to 3 Months Poncho. And the little thumbnail is just a picture of the poncho, and it's really super cute. Okay, something else I just recently made is a little diaper cover. Of course, for baby Skylar. I'm going to make a bunch of these because they turned out so cute. But this is the front of it. The ruffles don't go all the way across in the front. It's kind of like in a V. And here's the back. And this is made with 3-weight yarn and a size 4 crochet hook. And the waistband, if you can see, oh, I don't know. The waistband and the legs are done with front post, back post, half double crochets. And it just gives it a really nice texture and a really nice look. So I've already started working, oh, this should be in my works in progress, but I've already started working on a second one. There's the front, and there's the back. And I thought I would try to change it up with the colors, and I'm going to make the leg edgings and the ruffles in this pink. I think it'll turn out really cute. So that is also a YouTube tutorial that I just Googled diaper covers. I don't really like, personally, and that's just me, it's just my personal opinion, I don't like the diaper covers that have the flaps that go over like the disposable diapers. I don't like that look. I wanted a more dainty panty type look. But I did Google diaper covers, and there's tons. And this one is actually called How to Crochet Baby Bloomer. And the YouTube channel name is called Crochet for Baby, and she has a ton of followers. So she must have an awful lot of tutorials, Crochet for Baby. So again, the name of the YouTube channel is Crochet for Baby. And this diaper cover is How to Crochet Baby Bloomer / diaper cover. And so she also has a cute little pinafore dress that goes along with it. So it's really cute. And I think that's it for my finished projects. I'm sure I've done more, but I just can't think. And everything's put away anyways. So anyways, let's jump right on into WIP's Works in Progress. I am working on another corner-to-corner blanket. I really like the corner-to-corner blankets. They work up fast for me. They look nice. The color combinations are endless. And people really like them. So here is one that I'm working on. It is lavender. Whoops, dropped my book. It is lavender and white. And this is for a friend at work for her sister-in-law's mother who has taken ill. And so she wanted a blanket for the bed. I think she has a hospital bed. And I think. Anyway, so she wanted a blanket for her. So she has asked me to make a blanket. And that is actually almost done. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend so I can get it to her this week. Okay, and I'm working on another diaper cover. I'm working on 2 baby sweaters, of course, for baby Skylar. And I have started both of them. You know, of course I can't just start one and finish it and then go on to the next. I have to do both. So here's one. It's by Sidar. I got these patterns a long time ago when I was in a yarn shop, but I don't remember where. So here's one. It's called Snuggly DK. That's the yarn that they used. But here is the pattern. Super cute. And it calls for a DK weight. This pattern goes from birth to 7 months. Can you believe that? I am so happy about that because I can make one for both the baby. The first size is 0 to 6 months, and it goes up to 6 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 7. So I can make the 2 to 3 for the big sister and the 0 to 6 months for the baby. And so I have started, let me put that over here. I have started that. Here is the back. It's kind of blowing out, but it's, see the nice soft fuzzy? This is such nice yarn. This is Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee. Baby Lulu. And this is a really soft pink, and it's almost like Angora. And then the other sweater I'm making, there's a long sleeve version and a short sleeve version. I'm making the short sleeve version. See if you can see that. Right there. There's the long sleeve version. And I started that one also. And here's the back. I'm making this out of lilac. And this is the yarn. It's it's Hobby Lobby's Baby Bee. I think that's what I said earlier. It's Baby Bee, and it's called Baby Lulu. And this is what the yarn looks like. And this colorway is soft lilac. So those are the two sweaters that I'm working on. And I'm always working on washcloths, so that goes without saying. I have some socks on the go. I didn't bring those down. I have to look for them. So acquisitions. Since I have moved here, remember I told you I moved from a pretty large house. Oh, also there's a garage at the house that had a corner stash with yarn, which I haven't brought to my apartment yet. So I moved from a nice big place to a nice small place. Room is not abundant here. So you should see my bedroom. It looks like a little yarn shop with a bed in it. It's really kind of cute, actually. I just need to get my decor on the walls and get my diffuser going, and it'll be really cute. So I have a chair just like this chair that you see me sitting in. I had two in my yarn room at the house, so I have one in the corner here in the living room. So this is my little corner of the living room. Cassie gets the rest of the place. And then I have my bedroom. I have another chair up in my bedroom right by the door when you walk in, next to the table. And on my table I have cubbies stacked. So that gives me more room because they're stacked. And so I have not been buying yarn. I have been using what I have, and I've been making a lot of hats and getting some more space for more yarn in my cubbies. But I did, I have this book, 60 Quick Knits from America's Yarn Shops. And in this book, there's a pair of socks that I like. They're called Simple Socks. That's all it is, called Simple Socks. Let me try to get that better. And I love making socks. But these are made with Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash. And so that's like a number 3, right? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it because all my socks I use sock weight yarn. So I Googled that yarn and I ordered some for me. And that's my only acquisition. So I wanted a color to match my scrubs. And this is Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash. Isn't that pretty? And this color is, it just says lot number. Oh, it's just a number, color number 280. But I also, it just looks so pretty, I had to order another color. So here's this one. And this is color number 903. So this is Cascade Yarns 220 Superwash. It's 100% superwash wool, 100 grams, gives you 220 yards. It's machine wash, tumble dry. So I like that. You know, it's really soft. So, yeah, I bought something for me. I haven't bought very much for me since I moved. You know, money's kind of tight, so you have to stick to a budget. But yeah, I decided to treat myself. I decided to treat myself to the Wi-Fi and to some new sock yarn. Okay, so I have some exciting news besides the birth of the baby. But I have decided to open an Etsy shop. Don't know how well that's going to go. It may not go at all, but eventually it might pick up. And I mean, it can only pick up because I haven't sold anything yet. But I have only 2 items posted. And that's why I say I'm not working a whole lot on donations right now. I do in between, but I'm trying to build up. Oh my goodness, I lost the word that I wanted to use. Well, I'm trying to build up my stock for the shop. So like I say, I've got 14 ponchos made, 10 completely made, 4 I still need to put the pom-poms on. And I have 2 of those ponchos posted in the Etsy shop, and I have washcloths posted. But I'm going to redo that posting for the washcloths because I think I'm going to have to list them separately and post the spa cloths or whatever. So anyways, the Etsy shop's name is Mimi's Corner by S.A. Sherry Ann. But picking a name was so hard. The names that I wanted to pick, they were already chosen, or yeah, so I couldn't use them. But so Mimi's Corner by S.A. And just, you know, please hop on over and maybe like it or follow it or something. I don't have any followers yet. But like I say, maybe when I get some other items posted, I might luck in and sell something. Anyways, that is it for this episode. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Welcome to any new viewers. I noticed that my subscribers have picked up a little bit, so I really do appreciate that. And I will be more vigilant and do more podcasts, better than one every 2 months. And thank you again to returning viewers. I appreciate your loyalty, and I appreciate your comments. And any shout outs certainly would be welcomed, I'd be very thankful for. I'd like to try and get my subscriber base up a little more. I'd really like to hit 1,000 if I could. That would be kind of awesome, I think. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a very good rest of your Sunday and rest of the weekend. Oh, let me just throw this in. I made a cheesecake yesterday. Boy, is it ever good. I made it a raspberry cheesecake. So I just made a plain cheesecake, and I took a bag of frozen raspberries, and they were all thawed out, and I just threw that whole bag on top of the cheesecake when it was ready. But, you know, it takes a long time to do a cheesecake. The prep time takes a little bit. Then you have to bake it for like 75 minutes. And then you have to cool it for 2 hours. And then you have to put it in the fridge for 6 hours. So, gee whiz, the anticipation waiting to taste it. But the only thing I would change with this recipe, I was going to say pattern, haha. The only thing I would change with this recipe is I would double up the ingredients for the graham cracker crust, because I love the graham cracker crust, number one. Number two, seemed so thin. It seemed like there wasn't enough. And I'd like to have a nice thick graham cracker crust, so that would be pretty cool. So next time I make this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to double fold the graham cracker recipe. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me, and I just really do appreciate all of you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.